how to make a full-time income with Airbnbs even if you have no properties, not a lot of time, and no connections. Hey guys, my name is Chow Ong, as you guys know. I am basically entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, and I made it through subletting Airbnbs. I scaled to 20 Airbnbs within 1 year, replaced my six-figure corporate job, and say bye-bye to the corporate slavery and hello to freedom forever for me and my family. So I'm super grateful for that. I'm able to do that in a very short amount of time, and I am set out on my mission to help as many people to do the same thing as I have done as possible. So if you want to double your income and triple your time up, you better listen up, because this is gonna change your life, okay? So number one, with Airbnb, start with what you have. Start with what you have right now. Whatever you have, whatever. Is it a bedroom? Is it just a cottage in the backyard? Whatever, you know, even just a sofa on the living room. Most of the time, you start with one bedroom, you can make about $1,000 to $2,000 a month, you know, and that is the key right there. It's not really for the money, it's for the experience, and it's also for your reviews. Once you build that good reviews and experience, then you can sublet. You know, subletting Airbnbs is the way to go. What do I mean by subletting? Subletting meaning that all you got to do is rent a vacant home, furnish it, and then list it on Airbnbs. That's basically all that you need to do. You know, of course, there's more steps into that. And if you want more information, let me know. I can probably teach you and guide you for sure. But that is the main thing, you know. Once you're subletting Airbnb, you don't have to own the property. You just rent the property and then you sublet it on Airbnbs and some other similar sites and make your income. After everything, the rule of thumb is you can double the rent of a vacant home, and that's your rent for Airbnb. So let's say a home in your area is you rent for $1,500 a month. You can rent on Airbnb for about $3,000 a month. After paying utilities and everything, you're gonna make about $500 to about $1,200 a month. Cash flow, ongoing basis, cash flow, every single month, okay? And just do the math. You know, if you want to make $10,000 a month, all you need to do is about 10 to 20 properties, right? And then you make $10,000 a month. I mean, if your full-time job is only $5,000 a month, you only need about, you know, 5 to 10 properties. You make about $5,000 a month and say, you know, hello to freedom lifestyle, you know. I mean, this is like 10 a.m. whatever time it is, but I'm able to just hang out here, you know, hang out with my wife, exercising, and just chill out at the lake, whatever, you know. But the next thing, once you get good at it, once you build your reviews and everything, the next step you can do is actually manage it for other people. You can actually manage it or co-host with other people to help them to. A lot of landlords are burnt out now because of the COVID thing. A lot of people are taking advantage of them, or they just don't have the means to pay. So regular, traditional, long-term rental is a bunch of headache right now. Those of you know, comment down below, you know. I mean, the tenants just don't pay, or they can't pay, which I totally understand, but it's really hard if you own a property. So you want to target the burnout landlord, right? And they were lining up right now, calling me all the time to ask me to, you know, help them, to manage it for them, you know, because if you manage Airbnb and you do it right for them, you can actually generate cash flow for them, and instead of, you know, negative cash flow like they have been getting with the traditional, you know, traditional rental. So if you do it right, you should be able to cash flow for the landlord, the property owner, about $500 to about $1,000 a month for them. Okay. If you do it right. Now the ongoing rate for that, you you're gonna compensate very well too, because the ongoing rate for a rental for management Airbnb is about 25%. So you can actually charge them about 25%. That's the ongoing rate, because it's a lot more work to manage Airbnbs, you know. There's just a lot more in and out, stuff like that, a lot more marketing, stuff like that too. So, but, you know, I mean, like for me, I only charge about 19%, because, you know, I think the more value I can give, the better, you know. And I don't charge anything up front either, like the traditional, you know, long-term rental, because if you charge something up, like usually people think long-term rental, they manage it, the management company only charge them like 10%. But if you take the first month rental, they usually take the first month, right, of the whole rent. So if you factor that in, it's not really 10%. It's more like, you know, over 12 months, it's gonna go up to like 16, 17, 18%, you know, if you really factor that in. So, you know, that's something to think about as well. But the key thing here is I am able to generate for my clients a lot more cash flow, like, you know, triple, quadruple the cash flow, because they usually, traditional rental usually give them about 100, maybe 200 a month, right? That's it. But with Airbnbs and with me manage it for them, I can usually generate about $500 to $1,000 a month. So that's about, you know, 4 times the cash flow, right? You want to think about it that way. So, all right. So that is really the key things that you want to, you know, factor in. And comment down below if you're getting some great value out of this, you know. So, sorry, it's kind of windy. My hair a little messy, but it's all right. Who cares, right? All right. So, next thing is the bonus. The bonus is if you are a realtor already, or if you're thinking about getting into real estate, I highly recommend you doing this, because if you are a realtor, it will differentiate you from your competition, like bear none, because, you know, your competition are doing it the old way, the traditional way, and generating no revenue for your clients, and, you know, getting a lot of tenants that don't pay, and like squatters that stay there for their months, and then you know, the landlord that can't do anything. But with Airbnb, they actually pay up front. Okay, that's the biggest difference. They pay up front, and they pay very well. So therefore, you know, you don't really have too much issue with people not paying rent, because everything is paid up front. Okay. And then Airbnb have like $1 million in home insurance for them too. If something going on, they have insurance. And Airbnb is pretty good with paying that as well, because they want to keep you hosting, okay? So that will differentiate yourself if you're a realtor already. If you're not a realtor and you want to get into real estate, highly recommend get the license. It's not that hard. Take a few weeks off, you know, study it, get a license, and then talk with me, because my brokerage is one of the best brokerage in America. It's probably the best, I would think, and the fastest growing for sure. It's the fastest growing brokerage in all of the world, actually. It's EXP Realty. Some of you have heard of it, but if not, look it up. They do things on the technology is like amazing. Like everything is virtual. You know, you have your own office is virtual, campus is virtual. It's just really mind-blowing what they are doing, and really changing people's lives, changing the world. And the commission split is amazing too. 80-20% cap at $16,000. After that, you make 100% of your commission. I mean, where can you get that? There's hardly any other brokerage offer that, you know. Most of them, they have to pay their rent and stuff, and that's why they can't really offer you a bigger split, you know. Whereas EXP offer you a bigger split because it's all virtual, so they don't have a lot of overhead. But, you know, if you're interested in that, let me know. You know, that's just a bonus right there. Because once you become a realtor, you make money on the front end and you make money on the back end. The back end is managing Airbnbs. The front end is when, you know, you buy and sell the property for them. And a lot of time you can actually, if the property is not in Airbnb locations, you can ask them to sell it and buy a better locations for them. So you actually make money on the, you know, the selling of the home in a bad spot, and buying of a new home in a good spot, you know. And to pick Airbnb locations, I mean, you know, I don't want to give them all my secrets here, but you know. But if you want to learn more, let me know, okay? because I am taking on a few mentees right now. Just to the end of the year, I can only take on about probably 7-ish right now because my time is so limited. I have a lot of things going on, a lot of businesses that I run too. But if you are serious and if you're committed, there is an application process. I don't just take on anybody seriously because I don't want to work with people who I don't like and trust, and I don't want to work with. I only want to work with people I like and trust and have a positive attitude and willing to do whatever it takes, honestly, okay? Because I don't need any more negativity in my life. I have enough, good things in my life. I don't need the money. If you have the money, I don't really need it either. I do just want to really help people. If you want my help, really transform your life. What drives me now is really see your lives transform. Honestly, I really want to see people getting free of the corporate 9-to-5 because I know how painful it was for me, to work my butt off through school, got my doctorate and MBA, like 9 years of schooling, and then got trapped in a corporate slave environment where I had no freedom, no choices, no nothing. I had to work like a monkey, basically like a slave, and being monitored every second of the day and being abused and mistreated. I just don't want that. Corporate America talk a great game how they care about you, but at the end of the day, all they care about is the bottom line. A lot of you find that out after this COVID thing because they have to lay a lot of people off, right? I mean, that's very unfortunate, But that's another thing to give you a wake-up call to really, take charge of your own financial. You can create your own economy. You can create your own economy. We are the highest creation on earth, man. We can do anything we put our mind to. So why don't you write your own ticket? Take your future seriously. This is your ticket to freedom. What I'm giving you right here. This is a proven path. I've done it. Many have done it myself as well. And I can show you. I can show you the ways. Sure, I've done dozens and dozens of these Airbnb stuff. This is like I can do this. Close my eyes and have drinking a drink. Whatever. But I really want to get you to take your life seriously, take your future seriously, because no company gonna take care of you. You gotta take care of yourself. The days of pension is gone. The day of Social Security is gone. All that is gone. You gotta create your own economy, in this time of age. And by doing that, when you have multiple sources of income, like each of my Airbnbs is a source of income. So, let's say I set up 20-something Airbnbs right now. I have 20-something sources of income. If one of them dies down, if one of them gone, I have other ones to back me up. Oh, and by the way, I'm not depending on Airbnbs. I have other sites, other tools, other tricks, other resources that I have to get my leads from and get my clients from. So I'm not all dependent on that either. I'm going to talk with you guys on the next episode. Have lifestyle and have entrepreneurship. I want to combine the two to know that you can have a business and a beautiful life as well. So with that, bye for now.